Hi everyone, so in this video we are going to solve this question, find the length of a linked list using recursion. So if you remember, we have already solved this question, but we solved it iteratively. Okay, we used a simple for loop or while loop to iterate over the linked list, and we maintain a counter, and we did count plus plus. So how we can solve this problem using recursion? So it's very simple problem. So suppose this is your linked list 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7. So what should be the length? So the output should be 5, right? So what we have to do? So using a recursion, what we will do? So I will call recursion on this part. I will call recursion on the rest of the linked list. So what recursion will give me the answer of this smaller problem. So the answer will be 4, and what I will do, then I will add plus 1, right? So 4 plus 1 and my output will be 5. So it's going to be very simple problem. Okay, so we can directly write the code. So let us write the code. So this is the length function, right? So let's comment out this one. So this is iterative one. Now we will write the length function using recursion, right? So the return type will be integer, obviously. The name of the function is length, and what it will take as input. So it will take list as input. By list I mean the head node. If you know the address of the head, you know the complete linked list. Okay, so for recursion, what will be the base case? So base case is if head is null, right? This is the smallest problem whose solution we already know. So if my linked list does not exist, basically the head is null, I will return 0. Simple. Now the second step of recursion is basically calculate the small answer. So let's calculate the small answer. For calculating the small answer, what I will do, so I will call the function length and I will give it the rest of the linked list, right? So I am giving rest of the linked list to the length function, so it will give me the length of the smaller list. And finally what I will do, so I will add 1 plus small answer. So my big answer will be 1 plus small answer. Okay, this is my big answer and I am returning my big answer. So I think that is all that we have to do. So let us dry run our code. So suppose if this is my linked list 1, 2, 7 and let's say 3. So length should be 4, right? Now what we are doing here, so we are checking the base case, then I am calling the recursion function. So length is a recursive function and I am passing the head. So this is head actually. So I am passing a smaller list, right? So this is smaller problem, and length will give me the answer. Recursion will give me the answer of the smaller problem. So the answer it will give me will be 3, and then small answer plus 1. So small answer plus 1. So I am returning 4 to main, right? Simple. Now how it will work? So let us take a recursive stack. So this is my recursion call stack, right? So this is my main. So what will happen? Main will call on 1. So 1 is the head node, right? Now check. So 1 is not equals to null. So the condition is false. Now I am calling the length function and I am giving the next. So 1 will call on 2, correct? Now again 2 is not null, so 2 will call on 3. 2 is calling on 3, right? Head arrow next. Then what will happen? So okay, this is not 3, this is 7. Okay, so this is 7. Then 7 will call on 3. Okay, fine. So 7 is calling on 3, right? Then what will happen? So check, 3 is not equals to null. Then so 3 will call on head arrow next. And what is head arrow next? So in the next of 3 is null. So I am calling on null. Now in this case we will hit the base case. So head is null. So null, so the condition is true, so it will return 0. So it is returning 0. So 0 is the small answer. And what I am returning 1 plus small answer. So 3 will return 1 plus small answer. So 3 will return 1, right? So for 7, 1 is the small answer, right? So for 7, 1 is the small answer, and what it will return to 2. So it will return 1 plus small answer. So it will return 2, right? So for 2, 2 is the small answer, and what it will return 1 plus small answer. So it will return 1 plus 2, it will return 3. Now again, so for 1, 3 is the small answer, and what it will return 1 plus small answer, 1 plus 3 to main. So it will return 4, and 4 is the right output. Okay, so we are returning 4 to main. and 4 is the right answer. So that is how recursion is working. Okay, so let us try to test our code. So we are taking input and we don't need this I. Okay, so we will just call the length function. So this is the length function, right? And we do not need to print. Okay, let's say we are printing also, and this is the length function. Okay, so this one is recursive one. So 1, 2, 3, 8 and 9 minus 1. So my output should be 5, right? So this is the length. So my output is correct. And what if my linked list does not exist? So minus 1. So the length is 0, right? Length is 0. We are printing null. That means linked list does not exist. So instead of writing this many number of lines of code, so what we can do, we can, instead of calculating small answer and then putting small answer here, let's just directly put here. So instead of small answer, just directly call the function, right? So this is fine, and this is looking much better than the previous one. Okay, that is how we will be able to find the length of the linked list. Now let us discuss the time complexity. So again, what is the time complexity? So we have to go through each and every node. So time complexity will be big O of n, right? So in this function also, in iterative and in recursion, the time complexity is same. The difference will be in space complexity. So if you are in this recursion, in this iterative one, we are not using any extra space, so the space is basically constant. But in this recursive one, we are using stack, right? So how many elements will be present at the stack in the worst case? So it will be big O of n. You can see the recursion call stack. So this one, if this is my linked list 1, 2 and 3, so 1 is calling on 2 and 2 is calling on 3. So if there are n nodes in the linked list, then basically the stack size will be n. So that's why the space is big O of n and the time is big O of n. So that means the iterative solution is much better than the recursive one, because we are using constant space in our iterative solution. Okay, so if you have any doubt in this question, you can ask me. Thank you.